Hiro-san.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Good afternoon. Yeah, kind of good morning, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Some of you have been wanting to find out more about real wasabi, right? And
So we are Wasabi farm
yes,
somewhere in San Francisco.
right. Half Moon Bay, actually. And let's meet the owner, Jeff. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, good to have you guys out.
You're a real popular guy.
In the
Out of-
wasabi world,
yeah.
It's a small world. that's
Small
for sure.
world. A lot of people who want to step up the game to real Japanese and authentic sushi. They're looking out for your product.
Yeah.
And thanks so much for having us.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your farm, or you want to do a walkthrough first, or how do you like to do that?
Yeah.
You want to go inside first?
Yeah,
let's go.
Let's do a walkthrough.
All right.
Yeah.
And why is Jeff on a bike? Because we couldn't find him. So
Yeah,
it was great.
I'm surprised you guys found me as fast as you could. Most people go way up the other side of the highway, and it's a fun spot. It's right on the water here, but it's hard to find.
All right.
Yeah. So these are our we have 6 greenhouses. 5 over here, then we have another bigger one on the other side. All our pumps and irrigation stuff's all on the other side there.
When did you start this business?
So me and my partner Tim, who's not here today, unfortunately, but about 10 years ago,
Okay.
we started by renting this greenhouse right here.
Okay. Which one?
This is
Number 2. Okay.
Our first one.
Okay.
And it was a disaster. we didn't know anything what we were doing, and we lost.
Did you want to? I mean, how'd you decide wasabi? Why was wasabi what you wanted to grow?
Well, Tim and I were electricians, which is kind of funny, but we both have science backgrounds, and he was involved in ag growing up in Chico, California. There's a lot of agriculture out there. We always talk at work about, finding a niche in work is really important, and we eat a lot of sushi together. And one day we were just talking. He was like, this wasabi is just horseradish. It's not real wasabi. Real wasabi, you're never going to have it. It's really hard to grow, and just that for us was fascinating. Why does it? What is that? So I went home and started looking into it. He had already looked into it a bunch, and we were like, well, where it's growing in Japan, it's pretty similar to the climate here in Half Moon Bay. Maybe we can make it work. And we're like, and then we started talking to some sushi chefs, and we're like, if we could grow this stuff, like, would you buy it? And they're like, you're not going to be able to grow it, first of all. But if you did, and it was good, we would definitely buy it. So that was encouraging because nobody else was doing it. So we're like, well, maybe we give it a try, And so we researched Japan and how it's grown, and we started by trying to mimic the way it's grown in Japanese the best we could. Obviously, we couldn't divert off, have streams and get. There's nothing like that here, so we grew it in a bunch of gravel, but that didn't work, and we did that for about 4 years.
It didn't work. Yeah, you weren't able to cultivate any wasabi, huh?
We had some. Had some. The first crop kind of worked out, and then the second crop, it wasn't so good.
Right.
And we eventually abandoned that way of growing it, and it's taken us, 10 years to develop the way we're doing it now. And it works really well. It's, the hard thing about wasabi is it grows really slow, and it's hard. It was always hard to predict what you're going to get, like per plant. But now we have a model where we can take one plant and say, each one we're going to get X amount of. And it's very repeatable. We know we can keep doing it over and over and over. We have everything in place to do that, and now it's working good. But we've had to pay for many dumpsters to come back here and throw whole greenhouses away.
Wow,
it's just garbage.
But, this is incredible. Your passion and perseverance.
Yeah.
And now, now you've done it.
We've given up. I've given up, 3 times. And then my partner, Tim, he's really, really stubborn. So he kept coming and doing it. And then and I would go back to electrical work. And then a couple months later, I'd come back and I was like, hey, things look pretty good. Maybe I can come back. And then I'd come back. And then during the pandemic, our business was nothing. So we virtually
Right.
gave up again because all the restaurants were closed.
Right.
And we stopped doing a lot of the work around here.
Yeah.
And then like 3 months ago, it just went crazy again.
Good for you.
We're selling everything.
Oh,
that
excellent.
we can now. But
So
yeah,
I answer this question: is wasabi a stem or a root? I say it's a stem, right?
it's a stem.
Right.
Yeah.
People say wasabi root all the time.
Yeah, most people call it a root.
It's not a root. It's
yeah,
and you'll
it's
see later on. But
Yeah, well, I saved, so we harvest every Monday. I saved a plant for Monday that we can go through.
Okay.
And show you how it
Nice.
looks like and give you some wasabi. But yeah, it's. I always tell people it's like if you can envision a palm tree. As the palm tree grows, the leaves fall off its nest, and you have this trunk. That's what the wasabi is.
Right.
It's the trunk of the plant. A little bit of it, if you have a piece that's this tall, maybe that much of it's underground.
Right.
But usually it's the white section, the bottom, very bottom of the wasabi, which is whiter usually.
Sure.
We harvest every Monday, so we're constantly. Our goal is to never run out. So we harvest just the amount that we can sustainably harvest, so that we never have a Monday when we don't have it.
Okay.
When that happens, the restaurants they're not happy. Most crops, around here we watch the Brussels. There's a lot of Brussels sprouts, field crops that we watch, or lettuces. These guys, they'll put their Brussels sprouts in, and then they're done in 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
We're like, that sounds so great. For us, it's 20 months.
Yeah.
Man. Like when we started out, it's so hard because we're almost in the middle of Silicon Valley here. It's like a really stupid place to rent space.
Yeah.
It's crazy expensive. So when you get if you get a crop in like 12, 14 months, and then you lose everything, it's just devastating.
Right.
So, but luckily that hasn't happened to us for about 6 years now.
Okay.
We've been harvesting every Monday now for about. I don't think we've missed the Monday. I think we missed the Monday of the holidays last year, but I don't think we missed the Monday for 4 years.
Okay.
So
That's great.
yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Have you been back to Japan to learn more about wasabi?
No, I haven't. I was there. I've been there before. I was a wasabi farmer,
Has a Yakuza visited you yet?
but
Has a Yakuza?
we've had some visitors come out for sure
Okay.
from Japan, and they're
Really?
interested in how we're doing it. 'Cause
Okay.
it's pretty different, I think.
And so are they like, how like, the U.S. has his own Wagyu, Japan has his Wagyu, so
Yeah.
would you say your wasabi is just as good as the one in Japan?
I
Or
mean,
even better?
I'm not a food person, but I let the chefs, tell me that, and we've given it to chefs that use Japanese stuff, and a lot of them are saying it's just as good.
And it's so fresh, because I've seen your product, and it's amazing, so.
I
so
think
good.
The freshness, like the stuff, I'm sure Japan, is some of it's probably better because they have different cultivars
Yeah.
that we just can't get, and maybe some of them are sweeter. I'm not sure. The one we grow is Daruma. We have some Mazuma too, but the Mazuma variety doesn't grow as well for us, so we're mainly Daruma.
Okay.
Um,
And how many types of wasabi are there?
I think there's like 25.
25, okay.
Yeah, that I've heard of.
Okay.
But yeah, we've done taste tests.
Okay.
We bought the Japanese stuff ourselves, and usually it's just not fresh to begin with.
That's the thing, yeah. And who knows how long it's been
Yeah.
since they cultivated it
Yeah,
and sent it to you.
So here we harvest every single Monday, and then we're getting it to restaurants. Most of our restaurants are in San Francisco, and we get it to them Monday night. Or we'll ship it. Most people get it by Wednesday.
Okay.
So it's really fresh.
All right.
It's we don't have wasabi. Doesn't stay very well. There are ways you can keep it for up to a month.
Yeah.
So we don't have inventory sitting around. It's just when we get our orders every week, we just harvest that Monday based
That's wonderful.
on the orders. So
All right, let's, without further ado, let's go check out your plant. Yeah.
I'll just take you down. These are all the same, but that's
Take a quick peek in here.
Working right now.
Wow.
So these plants are about 14 months old.
14 months, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So So we'll let these go a little while longer.
And how old do you want them to be when you?
We're going about 20 months.
20 months. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
All right.
Yeah. It's hard to see because they grow really dense, so it's hard to see down there what they're at. But each of the others probably about four rhizomes on that guy.
Okay. 4 rhizomes. Got it.
Yeah.
That's what they call the stem, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And on average, are about 4 rhizomes.
Well, we get on a plant. I'll show you. We're gonna
Okay.
harvest one, but there'll probably be 7 or 8. Of
Okay.
Kind of all different sizes.
Oh, nice.
Usually there's a couple larges,
Okay.
some mediums, and then some smalls.
Okay.
Smalls, we have a few grocery stores that really like the smalls.
Sure. And it's good for
grocery
exactly.
stores that have. They put them right with the sashimi, so
Yeah.
people will come and buy fish, and they're like, oh, they want a little bit of wasabi, so they just buy a small
Nice.
one. So it works out pretty good.
That's great.
But yeah, the restaurants typically like the larger ones. Yeah, you guys just missed the flowers. They were flowering, like this whole greenhouse it's just white with all these really pretty cool little flowers.
Right. Right. And you just take them off, right? Remove
Yeah,
them.
we take them off because they can become a pest. They
Okay.
turn into like vines, and they'll grow. Each plant will have like 20 of them. You let them go, they'll grow like 8-10 feet long, and then they just kind of smother the plants.
Okay.
So, yeah, we try to keep them down.
You today, you're gonna pick up on wasabi, yeah? You want to
Yeah.
do it? All right, let's
Sure.
do it. Pick up a nice plant.
Maybe this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky wasabi plant. See how he's gonna do it.
It's very
Yeah.
hard. Huh?
You got it.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Okay, let's harvest this.
Oh yes.
Just gonna show us how it's done.
And all the leaves are edible. This time of year, we go through and we pick out the nice leaves. This plant will have about a half pound, maybe a pound of leaves that we sell.
good,
Yeah. But a lot of them, they get there's a slug. We get a lot of these slugs. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's natural. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's that. And then it's just a matter of chopping them out. So we get, there's the large one, and we get a few smalls. Smalls, we generally, supermarkets like to use those ones.
Right, people are buying sashimi at home.
Yeah, they just want like a serving size of wasabi. It's kind
Yeah.
of perfect, So.
So what are the supermarkets selling this for? Like retail per pound?
I think it's usually around 120.
120 a pound.
100, yeah, 100 up to, I think it's about 120.
Wow.
So yeah, and then it's just a matter of kind of cleaning them up. And then,
That's the part that's in the soil.
yeah, so really everybody thinks it's a root, but it's the stem, or
Yeah.
the technical term is a rhizome. But yeah, only that much is really on this plant. That much is below the soil
Sure.
line. And then we just come in and then we will take them over to the sink and scrub them off, and that's it. And then they go. A lot of people think that we make wasabi paste here, but this is what goes to the restaurant right here. And then they'll.
Let's say the better sushi restaurants, right?
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not cheap.
It's not. Unfortunately, it's not easy to grow. It takes a lot of work to grow wasabi,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes a long time to grow
Right.
wasabi. So
Like 19 months here. Think about that.
yeah, everybody thinks that us wasabi farmers are all getting rich, but we're not. It's just hard to grow, and it takes a long time.
Sure.
So But it's just kind of fun to grow something that's. It's
People
fun
enjoy
to.
it.
It was fun to. It's fun to learn how to grow some. There's no playbook. There's nobody. There's nobody to ask questions on how to grow this plant. We had to learn everything ourselves. Everything, all the hard lessons ourselves. And
So when the people come
know,
over
it's
from
kinda
Japan,
fun.
I know you said you had visitors. Do you share with them all your techniques and everything,
a little bit.
or do you keep some trade secrets? on the side?
We have some people we correspond. A couple farmers we correspond to on
Right.
Instagram and stuff, and we talk about. They share some things, and we share some things we're doing, and
Sure.
it's no big secret what we're doing. We've just kind of taken what other farms, other crops are doing, and combined it with wasabi, and created this way to grow it. It's wasabi. It is a weird plant. It's a semi-aquatic plant, so it wants some different things than your traditional crops, berries and whatnot are going to want. But we've taken some things from a lot of different crops and kind of put it together and used a little bit of technology to make this system, and seems to be working.
Do you have running water underneath there?
No, so we don't.
No
That's what
running water.
everybody wants to see is and that's how we started growing it, was that way. But we couldn't make it like it's done in Japan, and ultimately that didn't work for us.
Sure.
For a variety of reasons. But so we have a system that waters pretty regularly, but then we catch the water and it gets reused around the system.
Got it. It's fascinating.
Yeah. So that's about it. These are all smalls. Should we try some?
Oh yeah. Well, we're here, Hiro. You ready?
So, I don't have a shark skin, but
That's another thing. It's actually not even shark skin.
it's ray skin.
Yeah, ray skin, right?
Yeah.
Everyone says shark skin.
Yeah.
Too big to miss. I don't know why.
How
did that start?
It sounds
better, more
sounds
exotic, right?
sweeter, right?
Yeah.
Shark skin.
So there you have it. Here's the expert. We debunked 2 myths today.
I'll wash these up and then.
Hiro, you need to use the ray skin, huh? Are you going to do it? You must.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't bring my ray skin. Should have. You can go, however you want to do it. Usually they start from the top, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna use just a little bit. So
Yeah, oh, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
You guys can have all this. No big.
Can we take it on the plane? Maybe we can take it on the plane, right? Want to try?
No, I don't want to try.
You don't want
They
to try?
wanna take it away.
I want. Maybe not.
Yes, because my luggage did 100% they won't open up.
No,
Because I have
I'm
a
saying carry on.
I have
You
a-
can do a carry on, right, Chef? Maybe?
Okay.
Where's the tuna?
Yeah. So
I gotta have samples of tuna here too,
I
Jeff.
usually wait 5 minutes,
Okay.
and then you got to eat it within 20 minutes, or the flavor.
Sometimes we put it upside down in the
Yeah.
container.
Yeah. So they'll put it
Yeah,
in a
they-
ball, or sometimes it can be bitter if you don't.
You know, wait. Oh wow, it's good.
And
A little bit bitter.
Yeah, if you wait it, that goes away. And also the bottom can be a little more bitter.
Okay.
Yeah, this side is sweeter. up
Okay,
here.
got it, got it.
Yeah.
So towards the root is of course more bitter, and up the center is sweeter. Yep. But they're so refreshing. Brandon, did you try?
Oh, it's good.
Right? Oh my goodness, I wish we really had a whole setup here. We gotta tell Jackson to put this little sushi bar out here.
It's got a nice bite.
Right? That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, nice bite.
Should have brought some tuna.
No, it's okay. This is a treat. We didn't know we'd actually be able to do all this. Fresh wasabi. Grown here in California, Half Moon Bay.
Much fresher.
Amazing. And big things to come from this company. You guys gotta stay tuned. Good stuff. What a treat. All right, Jeff is kind enough to let us take some wasabi. We're gonna take it back to Miami and try and use it for as long as we can. A couple ways to do it. We'll show you the techniques when we get back to Miami. This has been great. What a fantastic place.
Give you all these
Fresh
little
wasabi.
small guys.
Okay.
Little serving size wasabis. Alright, let's put it all in here and you guys can divvy it up however you want.
Nice. Wow. I feel this is like gold, green gold.
Green gold.
Or do we say like blue ice? Remember Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so
It's
much.
not quite as-
we get another bag from you?
It's not quite as
Okay.
profitable as some of the other green stuff you
Yeah.
grow, but
Hey, you're there
Yeah.
though. I think you're more profitable
yeah.
per pound.
Okay, weigh that on the scale.
Yeah, let's see. That should be about a pound and a quarter, maybe pound and a half. Yeah, pound and a half.
Pound and a half, right on it.
Oh, you know here.
Yeah, that's what we're getting per plant, about a pound and a half.
Yeah.
these days, so.
Well, listen, Jeff, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you're welcome.
It was a pleasure
Yeah.
spending time with you.
Good to have you guys out.
Yeah, we can't wait to return, right? And share some new information. When
Yeah, let's go to
We know
next
it.
time you come back. Let's go eat at Omakase together.
All right,
I
let's do
love
that.
going there. Man.
Okay.
I love eating there.
Jackson's great.
Yeah, we'll bring up some fresh stuff.
Back to Miami with your Half
Oh, yeah.
Moon Bay
With,
Wasabi t-shirt.
T-shirts. I have a fresh wasabi here.
Yes, and Jeff told us
Yeah.
how to preserve it.
Yeah.
And Jeff, thank you so much for
Yeah.
your time.
Yeah,
Can't wait to show people what we can make with it, you know?
yeah, for sure.
And
Yeah.
how to preserve it.
Yep.
Got some tricks here. Keep it in water in the fridge and also in the freezer too.
Yeah,
Just kinda grated like
a
ginger.
New thing for me, I just learned. Yeah, keep it in the freezer and just keep it frozen and just as if a lot of people do ginger that way.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Grate it frozen and never let it thaw out.
Right.
And I've had it in my freezer for 4 months and it still has good flavor and yeah, it works that way.
Can't wait to try it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you again so much.
Yeah, it's my pleasure having you guys out.
Yeah.
That was fun.
We're gonna see you soon,
Anytime.
Hiro-san.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Sure.
It's been 2 weeks.
Back to Miami.
Back to Miami, headed to LA now. Got a little bit of a drive, but it's been a great trip.
Yeah.
Sad to leave, but we need to go home
I'll
and
stay a few more days.
yeah,
To a week.
yeah. We'll make our trip longer next time. All right, let's go.
Alright, let's go.